station, boys and girls. It's time for Blame and Fable and his amazing friends.
We take our passions, our fandoms, and we turn them into conversations with you.
Station. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Blame Fable and his amazing friends with Nick Comic Culture and Dr. Doom's Fan Club. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Friday night, one of my favorite nights, but please, without further ado, help me welcome Brother Joe. Station. What is going on,
man?
Brother Joe?
All right, this one's for me tonight. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. You got your rules and your religions all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. Knowledge is the power to rule your fate. I hear voices crying. I see heroes dying. I taste blood that's dying. I feel tensions rising. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. They tell me things that I will do. They show me things I'll do to you. They talk to me. They talk to me.
Station,
bro, Joe.
No, man, that song is kind of weird, man.
Yeah, I think I'm on that same boat, bro.
I love that
That one
song
took me by
because it
surprise.
relates so much. It's a wrestler's entrance song. Randy Orton's entrance song, but when I heard it, the voices in my head that talked to me, I said, "Oh man, I can relate to that."
No, okay, okay. That didn't help. That didn't help too much.
You just see the crust. You just see the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot going on in here.
Well, man, thanks for joining me, Brother Joe. Thanks as always for singing this in. You always kill it, no matter if the song is weird or whatever. I enjoy it either way. I love you, Brother Joe.
You never know. You never know in my bag of tricks.
Welcome everybody to Blame Fable and his amazing friends with Nick Comic Culture and Dr. Doom's Fan Club. Unfortunately, our brother Nick could not join us tonight. He's out there living his best life, taking part in some
crushing seventh graders in Lorcana.
Yeah. There you go.
Out there making middle schoolers cry. Yeah,
that's right. That's our boy, man. That's our boy. That's how you do it. I love it. But of course, I got my brother, my other co-host, Stu, Dr. Doom's Fan Club, joining us tonight. Stu, how was your week?
It was good, man. Ups and downs. Had to unfortunately miss my show because I got racked with the flu. middle of the week, but I'm bouncing back, man. Excited to be on the up and up health wise and be here kicking it with you fellas.
Oh
Can't wait for
yeah.
the show, man. We got a great show lined up tonight.
Great show. Hell yeah. Great guest coming in. Speaking of that, man, I always like to have a member of the PCP Army Bad Batch join us if possible. And of course, I got one our brother Tacky to come on. Tacky, of course, has been on the show plenty of times. So let's bring him in. Say what up to Tack.
Station.
Station, bro.
Hey, what is going on,
What's
Tack?
happening? I am not selling any Girl Scout cookies, so no one has to worry.
There you go, bro.
Yeah, that's probably
man.
where Nick is right now with it, because I know he had like a whole truckload.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
doing
The
that
cartel
work.
needs their money.
Yeah, the
Hey.
cartel.
Cartel needs their money, bro.
I
How
know.
was your week, Tack, man? How you been?
Oh, it was a productive week. It wasn't that bad. Doing pretty good. Glad to be here. Friday night, starting right. My brothers.
Oh
Let's talk
yeah,
some
man. Oh yeah, man. I also have a special guest panelist joining us tonight. This gentleman has been on the show. I don't know, about maybe two episodes ago, and he showed off one of the most epic X-Men collections I have ever seen. I mean, he just blew us away with the books he was showing. So I'm definitely happy to have this gentleman in the house tonight, hanging out with us yet again. So stay tuned to the end. The blame is going to be kind of crazy. But I'm talking about none other than Jedi Knight. Hell yeah.
Station fellas.
Station, bro.
What is going on, Jedi Knight?
Good to be back. Good to see all your faces again.
Hell yeah, brother. How was
Thank
your
you for
week,
coming
man?
back, bro.
My last 2-3 weeks have been good. It started at the end of January because you guys had me on here. I like the rave reviews I got. It felt good. I appreciate all the love,
Killing
man.
it, man.
It was really spectacular. Then went to see Seven Dust, my buddies from Atlanta, in concert. VIP list every time. Get to hang with them after the show, after hearing my ears ring for the next couple of hours on the drive home. And then I saw them again last week in Connecticut, and it's been fun. You know, that stuff keeps me moving as well as the comics. So yeah, that's been my last 3 weeks. It's been fun. February's going out nice.
Oh yeah, always awesome to catch concerts live. I recommend them 100% if you ever can. Catch your favorite band, catch your favorite artist. Go check it out, man. It's an awesome experience. I've only been to a few myself, but man, I have so many friends that go out to these things almost constantly, and they have great time. So hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Chet. Thanks for joining us tonight, my brother. Can't wait for your blaming later.
Yeah, it's decent.
Anyway,
I'm ready to skip the news.
Yeah, I yanked out 6 books, you know, the easy to reach books, but I think you guys should like these. I'm upset Nick's not here because I wanted to show him one in particular.
He'll pop in the chat or something in between games here. But yeah, man, let's say what up to the chat, all the people that joined us tonight, man, coming to hang out with us on this Friday night. First up, we got DJ Lynx, friend of the show, saying what up. We'll definitely catch the rewind. Shout out to Justin. Hell yeah, Station DJ Lynx. If you didn't catch the show with DJ Lynx last Saturday, man, what an awesome show. What an awesome dude. And of course he can't catch us tonight because he has a show as well called In the Mix over on his channel going on right now. So definitely show that brother support. You know, I don't care. You could channel hop. You know, I don't care about none of that stuff around here. But yeah, support that brother. He's a good dude, man. Loved having DJ Lynx on. Hell yeah, Station DJ Lynx. Oh man, we got my brother Eric the Stash Durance in the building, aka at 9 Panel Grid, man. 9 NPG is what I like to call him. Coming soon, man. Coming soon. We got Beckerman. I showed him earlier, but Station to my KC brother Beckerman. Hell yeah. Love seeing this dude in the house. We got our esteemed guest in the building. No Good Comics saying thanks, Links. Hell yeah, station of that, man. We're gonna bring him in soon. Let's see who else we got, man. We got this troublemaker, Two Gun Pedro, in the house. Station. Pew, pew.
Pew, pew.
What's going on tonight, man? And Beckerman said I had a great time last weekend with Bobby and Joe. You guys went to the wrestling thing, right?
That was great. That
Oh,
Beckerman, man, he should get in the business.
Hell yeah, I love that. We got John's Comics with Kids in the house station. What is going on, John?
What up,
How are
John?
you, man?
Hey,
We got
John.
my brother Shop for Comics in the building station saying,
bro.
fellas, Shop for Comics, man, go check out the Shopverse, man, where he does all these caricatures of people in the community. He's done so many that now he has a whole universe, and I think he's doing cards or something like that.
He's doing covers now, bro.
Yeah, he's doing.
Shout out to Shop. Shop's such a staple, bro. He surprises people all the time with these avatars. They don't even know. Like I think we got Link hooked up with Sinestro, and that was all behind the scenes. He was like, "Yo, you guys got a new show? Let's get Link an avatar." So he's always looking out for new members of the community. Great guy, man. Shout out Shop.
Oh yeah, shout out to Shop, man.
Yeah.
Two Gun said, just dropping in, hanging out with the fam tonight. Have a great show. I'll catch the replay. Thank you, Two Gun. Hell yeah, man. Thanks for dropping in even for a sec, man. We appreciate it. Joe, I will see you again in a few weeks.
Promise.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Get Brother Joe out there, man. Take him out there. I'm already broke from Chet's last visit. Keep him in check, please. Uh-oh. We got the chill out man in the building saying,
Chill
what up,
out,
you beautiful
chill
Bad
out.
Batch you. Still at work because my life sucks. I have good stream off in 30 minutes. Hell yeah, my brother. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining us on your break there. We got our brother Billy Power Max in the building station. Billy,
bro.
how are you, my brother? Hell yeah, man. So many good people already joined us tonight. All right, man. Let's bring in our guest, man. This gentleman right here, he's one of my I consider him a very good friend in the community. I think we bonded over like Nightwing or some shit like that, like DC Comics, because we're both like Marvel heads, I think, at the time. And we were like dipping our toes into DC, and we dipped our toes into Nightwing when I think Redondo and all those guys took over. And we were like, yeah, DC bros and shit like that. We were just messing around. And then but yeah, we just became good friends, and I just started calling him the mayor of comics because he's such a good dude. He's such a I call him a staple in our community, and he knows so many of our friends. Justin is he's one of those mutual friend guys, right? Like everybody knows Justin, right?
You met him through DC Comics, and I met him through the X-Men. It's
X-Men, yeah. Oh well, when I found out he loved X-Men, I fell in love with him instantly. I'm like, yeah, this is my brother right here.
I think he discovered them and got right in touch with me, and we were like,
hell yeah.
Great people.
So yeah, let me not waste any time. Let me bring in my brother, the mayor of comics, aka No Good Comics, aka Justin. Hell yeah.
Station, fellas, station. Let me just say, what an introduction. Brother Joe killed it. Love the music, man. Rock out, brother.
This is the only show in town that has it.
That's right. I love it, man. I love it. And thank you for the kind words, Fable, man. I laugh because I think back. I think it was actually Bueller's, him and Bob, when they were doing their live streams, their coffees on like the morning show that they were doing. I had met you and Herm and a bunch of others through that, just like saying good morning. We didn't even talk. We just, said good morning, amongst everybody else who had kind of met at that time. This was like right at the pandemic. And then, yeah, the DC stuff had me cracking up, man. I think it was like the new punchline. And this is where, I mean, you call me mayor and that's stuck, but blame Fable. And I'm sure we'll get into it, but I was like, dude, every time I buy a DC cover, I'm blaming you because it's literally that's all we talk about. Me, you, Sheena, a few others. Like,
Yeah, hell yeah.
So it's hilarious.
That's what the
man.
community is about, man. Blaming
Dude.
each other for this shit.
100%, man. I literally would buy things because you and I would just talk about it. You wouldn't even tell me to buy it. You'd just be like, "Oh, this is coming out." I'd be like, "All right, add to cart." Like, I'm buying this, and then I just start telling everybody to blame you. So I appreciate you having me on, all you guys being here, spending your night on a Friday night here with allowing me to be the guest here too. So I just appreciate it. I'm looking forward to hanging with everybody.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
This is one of the few communities that's developing its own language. The longer you stay, the longer you're in this group, the more you understand the language that we use.
Yeah, I was talking to a best friend of mine that I've known for years, and you know we're wrapping it up or whatever, and he's like, "Yo, brother, I'll check you later, man." And I go, "Yeah, man, station." And he goes, "What the fuck is that?"
What? He gave you that weird look.
What is that?
I love it. I love that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. But yeah, man.
Wow.
Thanks for joining me, Justin, man. Everybody, if you want to blame somebody for anything, definitely blame Justin for Blame Fable. Because I don't know how many people I told this story to, but I'll just tell it real quick right now. So one day Justin is doing one of his streams or whatever, and I guess he pulls out a cover and he was like trying to figure out why did I buy this? Like, you know what I mean? He's looking at it and he's trying to figure it out. And then he goes, oh yeah, I saw this on Fable's Instagram. That's why I bought this shit. He was like, everybody go blame Fable right now. Everybody go blame Fable, hashtag blame Fable, something like that. He told his audience to do this. Now I didn't see this show. I wasn't aware of this. So all of a sudden I'm on IG and I start getting these pings. Boom, tag you in a post, tag you in a post, tag you, and they're all ending in this hashtag blame Fable. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What's going on here? Like, and then somehow, I don't know how, I traced it back to Justin and I say, you son of a bitch.
I was surprised that like it just took off.
It's like, what did you do? So yeah, man, it caused this like cool little joke for a few days or whatever. And then, you know, when it just came time to name the show, I was like, man, it's already out there. Why not?
That's beautiful.
You know what I
It's
mean?
perfect.
So,
That's part of our language now. It's part of
That's
our
a great
language.
that's a great origin story right there.
If you get something and you want to show it to somebody, just say blame Fable. Blame Fable. I gotta blame Fable.
But no, but they take it too far now. Like I'm being blamed for divorces. I'm being blamed for drug habits. I'm being blamed for.
Oh no!
Trips to Vegas, all that. Yeah.
New strain of weed, blame Fable. Yeah.
Created a monster.
That's its like tagline. And
The CGC scam.
It's like blame Fable. I'm like, no, don't blame me.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Unemployment.
Thanks for joining me, my brother, man. It's always awesome having you on the show. Let me just say what up to some more people that joined us in the chat. I just saw my brother in here. I want to say what up to him. There he goes. Circumstances in the building. Station Marcus, how are you, my brother? Saying what up, homies. Oh, this guy's gonna be a future guest on the show. It's one of my homies right here, Paul in the 619, saying, "Hey Fable, hello everyone." He happens to have a show as well called Paul in the 619 and his amazing friends, man. So it's it's so cool. I consider him my like my community twin. Right, like when I discovered Paul, I'm like, oh shit, it's like we do the same shit. We do everything the same. So hell yeah, man, come check out Paul when he jumps on the show and go check out his channel. We got our brother Verno, blood splatter chatter in the building station. Hell yeah, everybody go check out blood splatter chatter. We just did a show with him last night, man. We were covering the horror classic VHS, which I think you're on mute, my brother.
We're gonna call it a classic. Everybody was on C++.
Well, I was just about to say.
All right. It was unanimous C pluses around the board.
Right. we just discovered that it might not be a classic.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Exactly. But yeah, check it out. You know, sometimes when the movies aren't that great, those are some of the best reviews, right? Because we just like laugh at the movie or whatever.
Yep.
So go check out Blood Splatter Chatter. Always a good time hanging with that brother. Who else we got in the house, man? So many good people. Fable Station, me. Are you threatening me? Hell yeah, man. Paul said, long week, just chilling now, hanging with the real ones. Paul, you're awesome, brother. You're awesome. I blame Justin for most things. Everything I blame Fable.
Oh, wow.
There you go. For a few days, years later, we're still blaming Fable.
Yep.
Hey, my sister, another mister in the building. Inja Benja, how are you, man? Always miss Inja Benja. Road collecting in the house. Happy Friday, everyone, and Station. Hell yeah. We got my brother 62 Lefty Blues in the house. Mac Daddy's on a Friday night. I like that. What's going on, my brother? Hell yeah, man. So many good people. Side Quest Comics in the house.
Station.
Happy Friday, guys. Man, so many good people. Nisa Friesa in the building. Hey, chat. Oh, you know Nisa Friesa, my friend?
Yeah, she's an old friend of mine. Great person.
There you go. Hey, Station, Nisa. How are
Station,
you? Thanks
Nisa.
for hanging, man. Hell yeah. No, thank you, Paul. Thank you, my brother. Paul hit me up, right? Like a week ago. And Paul tells me, yo, Fable, my bad, brother. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, he's apologizing and shit. Like, my bad. And I'm like, what happened? And he's like, I know you use and his amazing friends for the longest time. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna change it. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna change the name of your show. What are you talking about? You probably had it longer than me for all I know. I don't know. You know? So no, man, brother. And that's how I ended up booking him on the show. So hell yeah. Paul, thanks again, brother. Hell yeah.
We sure as hell didn't do our homework, and I'm sure as hell he didn't do his homework. It's just that the names collided. They just
Spider-Man, right? We all love Spider-Man. Inja Benja, glad to see you. Hell yeah, man. All right, my brothers. Let's get into the news topics of the week.
Gentlemen, let me dip out before we go. I got a long way to go, and I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to start partying.
Better you than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrestling. Yeah, it's coming on this weekend. Oh, yeah.
Good to see you, brother Joe.
Love you guys, and you have a great show.
Station.
4 a.m. pregame that's dedication right there.
Yeah.
I haven't had that type of dedication since my college years. Like,
oh man, Tack, what's going on? Are you trying to get on? Let me know your status. He just like jumped up, but I see he's in the chat. Tack, let us know what's going on. I'll put you back on the stream. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it, man. First topic I wanted to get into is sort of like a follow-up topic. We've been covering this thing as it's been happening. Basically, if you've been, sort of in the know, CGC, the certified group grading company, they've had a few scandals that's happened in the last few weeks, right? Some people on the outside of the company trying to reholder things and do things like that, trying to scam people. Some people on the inside of the company, a couple, in fact, trying to scam things, steal things from the company. And a few other things that have been happening with that company, which I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think it's made sort of a dent at all in their credibility or integrity and stuff like that. But either way, when you're dealing with collectibles and this is, it's a lot of money in these things. We know this. You have to protect the integrity of your company, or if people stop believing in it, it could come all crashing down. So finally this week the CEO, Stephen R. Eichenbaum, finally released a letter. This long letter that he released to the public, to all the people that they slabbed their books. I guess they have accounts. All those people got emails with this letter in it, and he kind of goes into what's going on, what's been going on, and how he's been dealing with it. So I just wanted to read this letter, and you guys just let me know what you think, just your raw thoughts. I'm not even gonna ask any questions. I know some people are into slabs, and some people aren't into slabs, and some people are right in the middle. But I think it affects everybody at the end of the day. So let me read this letter for you, and you guys tell me what you think about it. He says, "Dear friends, the Certified Collectibles Group and our companies MPC, PMG, CGC, and ASG." I don't know what none of that shit means.
ABCs and 1, 2, 3s.
All I know is he's got a lot of companies. This guy exists to protect the collecting community from counterfeit, overgraded, and otherwise misinterpreted collectibles. I like to say that we are the good housekeeping seal of approval in the collectibles world. Our position as the hobby's first line of defense sometimes makes us target for bad actors who try to defraud us or misappropriate the trust that we have built with our community. These scammers are persistent, and we are in a constant battle to prevent and detect fraud such as counterfeiting or tampering with our holders. CGC has certified more than 85 million collectibles since 1987, including more than 10 million in 2023 alone. Counterfeit and tampered with holders represent a tiny fraction of the holders in the marketplace, but even one is unacceptable to us. We continue to pursue an aggressive, multifaceted strategy to combat this scourge. We take a number of defense measures, such as imaging all collectibles, testing and upgrading the seals on our holders, releasing new high-security holograms, and adding variable QR codes, with more to come. We also go on the offense and aggressively pursue bad actors, big and small, across the globe. We will keep the community informed of all these developments, and today, I'd like to give you an update on our legal efforts. In Europe, an individual falsely claimed that he did not receive a return submission of banknotes and tried to recover more than 100,000, and I don't know the symbol of money. I think this is lira or something like that. I don't know what it is, but 100,000 money from Germany. It's German money. I don't know what they use.
Rubles, no?
Yeah, sure. But yeah, 100,000 from us. Our team conducted an intensive investigation and determined that he not only received the package, but had also distributed many of the banknotes. After tracing these notes back to him, we notified law enforcement in Germany, where we have an office in Munich, in Austria, where the banknotes were delivered, and Turkey, where the individual lives. So they have offices in all three of these places.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So the CGC runs spy missions?
I don't know. Austrian authorities took up the case, and 2 weeks ago, the individual was convicted of fraud and sentenced to 10 months in prison. So they got this guy. Another incident involved two former employees. This is the one we covered. One of whom stole comic books from CGC submissions. They had these stolen books along with some of their own books encapsulated in CGC comic holders, and then smuggled the books out of our facility to sell through various marketplaces. We swiftly filed a lawsuit against them and have already been granted a temporary restraining order while we pursue further actions, including damages. So they got them to stop selling the books. They got them. We also have filed a lawsuit against an individual and his partner who tampered with CGC comic book holders. This is the first scandal that came out. To replace higher graded books with lower graded comics with the same type. We are keeping the community updated on comic books impacted by this incident here. On February 13th, 2024, we obtained a preliminary injunction order prohibiting the defendant from distributing, circulating, selling, marketing, altering, removing, basically anything related to CGC graded books So this guy is banned from touching books. He can't even be next to a CGC book. I never heard of a holder having a restraining order against a person.
You can't be within
Yeah.
25 feet. If we find you within 25 feet of a slab, bro, that's
crazy.
Pending the final hearing and ruling in this case, we are seeking further remedies from the court, including damages. We will not tolerate acts of fraud against our community, and we will not rest until justice is served. We have been successful in the past. For example, last year, we advantageously settled a lawsuit against Richard Albright, who perpetrated a coin swapping scheme with NGC holders. I guess that's their coin thing.
They got everything.
Yeah. He was ordered to report all collectibles that may have been impacted by his scheme, surrender all his electronic devices during the investigation, cooperate with efforts to reimburse customers, and pay damages. We recognize that fighting fraud has already occurred in only half of the equation to solve for a protected, confident, and whole community. Staying ahead of bad actors is absolutely essential to ensure these types of visitors do not continue to happen, and we will take the steps necessary to enhance the security of our devices and facilities. We have a comprehensive initiative to make continual, meaningful updates to the security of our products, and it goes on like that. Whatever. I think he basically is telling you what they're gonna do online. So yeah, I just want to basically get your raw thoughts on this. Me myself, I'll just say doesn't affect me in any sort of way. Really, I'm not a slab collector. I'm not interested in slab in my comics, but I am happy that this guy finally came out and used the strongly worded like language and letters to let people know you're going to jail. You keep playing around and you keep messing with these books and you keep scamming people on eBay, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? That's basically what he's saying. We'll get you in Germany.
Yeah. You are not safe anywhere.
We have offices in Munich.
Go ahead, try to leave the planet. We have people in space.
Yeah, exactly. You know? So yeah, just your general raw thoughts. I'll start with my co-host Stu, Dr. Deuce Fanco. What do you think about this letter here?
Dude, well, first of all, I thought it was really telling. So they claim they've processed over 85 million some collectibles since 87, and 10 and 1/8 of that has been in the last year alone, which tells me that they are probably inundated, flooded. There's probably, and these are just the things they're catching. There's probably so much stuff, just flowing through the cracks. But at the same time, this has been dragging on since Christmas or before that. I'm glad we finally got some clarification in the statement, and somebody's like, I feel like they've been so wishy-washy on this thing, and I'm the same way you are, Fable. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not a slab guy, but at the same time, like, the people deserve an explanation, and especially if you're the leading, as us nerd, our nerd culture trusts you to be the source to certify and be a trusted process, and have the right people, people with integrity, at the higher stages. Like, we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars here. Like, this is no joke.
Thousands, I would say millions up to
I'm just talking about with like one comic. One comic can be so much. Tens of thousands of dollars. So but of course, millions, billions. I mean, if we're talking 80 million, come on, man, it's crazy. So I'm glad they're finally. Like Paul said, I'm glad they're finally taking a step in the right direction, but long overdue.
That's good point. I like that you said that. Tack, man, what do you think? This letter to you're the one who sent me this letter, so definitely tell me about this, man. What do you think?
I think that it's not too little, too late, but they should have been on the ball and dropped this like 3 months ago. They should have beat everyone who scooped them and was looking at court documents and trying to interpret court documents even though they don't know what they're talking about, and possibly slandering people. CGC should have beat them to the punch, but I'm glad they said what they did. It's very interesting that one of these people that they're mentioning is in Turkey. This is the country where Jamal Khashoggi was murdered by the Saudi government. So once you get outside the United States, this is a different game.
Yeah,
they could do a whole lot. I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna kill anybody. I'm not trying to say that, but
Yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean.
The punishment system, the court system, the burden of proof, it all kind of changes. And that's kind of the reason why you see a lot of fraud and a lot of counterfeit things coming from overseas, because it's just a lot easier to do it and get access to things over there. So that's good for CGC and the people that really like are into slabs, because the sad thing is the days of you just taking something at face value are gone, though. In my opinion. Like you need to make sure you're buying it from a reliable source. You need to make sure that you check the integrity of the slab itself.
Yeah.
And then you want to have some idea about grading, because you need to take a look at that book and make sure it kind of matches what's inside the slab, matches what the grade says.
Right.
So, because CGC used to mess up before. They used to put 4.5s on 8.0s and get the labels mixed up and
yeah, that's a good point.
And people and you're right. I'm sorry. People need to be a little more diligent about that too. You're right, because that's how this was discovered. Somebody went and checked the images, the high-res images, against the book that they had, and this is how it all got out. How many people did never check their books? Right. They saying this thing happens for years. This thing was happening under their nose for years. So it's like we gotta do a little bit more to hold them to the fire. Like, this is not my book. This is not my book. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Chat. What'd you think about this letter from the president, man? The CEO.
That's the most important opinion here. Go ahead, Chat. I'm sorry.
No problem. I woke up and read that the second it was released, and I mean, it felt like a good little barricade in terms of being able to, I guess, start preventing what we've already seen previously the past few months. Yeah. But I mean, I agree with TAC. It came a little late. Their discovery of this came, like you said, because of another Instagram, couple of accounts. It should have been completely on them to, discover all the fraud. But I guess, as a devout CGC user,
right? Yeah.
You got. I feel like, I mean, the day I found out about all this, I was like, going through pictures, going through the registry.
I could imagine.
Checking everything I had, making sure that everything was, up to snuff in terms of, just being in the registry and the whole nine. Yeah. But there are a lot of people who weren't as lucky as me. And I mean, I think the first set off in December with that guy doing over 350 books and swapping them out and so forth. Obviously they caught him and everything, but that just opens the mind to say, who came before him and who came before him and
who saw him, or
so it leaves me a little in purgatory why it wasn't solved earlier, why it's being solved later. I mean, everybody's got their opinion and so forth, but as a company, they needed to do this and get things, started in a secure fashion. A lot of people won't feel like me. I like to send books to CGC. Some people will say, "Oh, I'm stopping because they have fraud and blah blah blah." You imbecile! It didn't affect you, But use it if you need it. Use it the way you know how to use it. If not, and that scares you, then by all means stay on the sideline. You're not going to change a lot of people's opinions of it, whether they're pro CGC or con CGC. So in the end, I'm going to say that. I'm happy they're doing this. I will continue to use them because that's just what I know. And, I guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So, I believe in CGC as a company. I believe that this is just a speed bump on their road back to, I guess, one, popularity, and two, recognition, and just the respect that name deserves in terms of what they've done for my collection alone. So I can't speak to anybody else, but a lot of people definitely feel the same as me in that regard.
Yeah, they definitely needed something. The people who are like you, who use the service a lot, they needed something. They need to hear something. Yeah. And I think this guy delivered. Be honest with you, I think he delivered. He sound convicted. He sound like, listen, I'm getting all these you know, SOBs around the world. I don't care where you're at. Nobody's safe. Coming after everybody.
Yeah.
Which, you know,
we got the rich white guy photo. You know they mean business when you get the rich white guy photo. You know what I'm saying? You
But
know.
I'm thinking in my
especially
mind,
okay.
I'm thinking in my mind the lawyer fees, man. That company must be paying right now. Lawyers are retainer. But my brother, the mayor of comics. What do you think? Do you have your slab guy at all? I don't even know really.
Dude, I it's actually been a long time since I've actually bought a slab, like just from a third party, like a vendor or a store or anything like that. As far as submitting goes, I mean, I've done it twice ever, and it was in my first year of ever getting into comics 6 years ago. So it's been a long time since I've like dabbled in any of it myself. I have nothing against it. I personally just like I just like the physical book,
Right.
but I mean I understand why people do it and totally
Yeah.
respect it, and I mean I own slabs for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean I honestly, before you sent, or as you sent me this, Fable, is like kind of a topic we were going to talk about. I had been out of the loop on this for a long time. Like I heard like little sprinklings of like, oh, something's up, like someone trying to cheat the system or whatever, and like I've just avoided a lot of just the chatter and all the hype and discussion through it, and partially just because it's not something I do, so I was never that interested. So so just keep that in mind while I give my opinion, is that I'm not in any way a pro. I don't use this anything like that. But like yeah, like I mean, hearing the letter, and I work in marketing, like just knowing that and like PR type stuff,
right?
I think about like that is absolutely the type of stuff that company needs to be doing. If anything, more of it, and just staying in communication more often. Again, out of context, like hearing you read that sounded really good. But Taki, as you pointed out, that maybe it should have happened a little sooner. That's probably for damn sure. Like if it's been as long as you guys are saying that it's been, yeah, I mean you almost expect some sort of response of that nature within a week or two. Like I mean, if you really want to keep control of your brand, it's your brand, and if people are bashing it or putting a dark light on it in some way, the longer you're quiet about it, the worse it's going to get, because more opinions are going to get out there. And again, I don't know what had happened, or all the details of who said what or whatever, and all the bad things that happened, but it's definitely from here on out, they got to rebuild their trust. That's the biggest thing, right? Especially for a company like this. Like it's all about trust, and they created this trust that they had with all of their customers, and now it's in question, which is huge. And it's way easier to lose trust than it is to gain trust. So, I mean, regardless of how this turns out, and if they are the good guys and they're being completely honest, and it's, it's not on them at all, it's still going to, hurt them, and it'll take time, before you see everybody get back on board, as Chet, you're saying, like you're one of them, you're willing to continue to do it. But I understand there's going to be people that step back for one reason or another. And my boy Conlin's in the chat. He pointed out too that, he said, where is it? Hoping that this helps CBCS level the playing field a little bit. Better case, in my opinion. I find that interesting too, because that's one reason I'd always questioned CGC, because they were just in such control over everything, and I want to. It's always better to have a healthy competition between companies and things like that. And so who knows? Maybe this does make them step up their standards a little more, or be a little bit more on point with what they do and how they deliver things. So anyways, that's essentially my 2 points on it. I probably won't.
If I can add,
yeah.
I don't know. I equivocated it to, I guess, a car company. They have tons of times where they put out a new car and they recall, and so forth. They get past that. I feel like CGC has been around long enough, even with their 85 million books slabbed and so forth, that they're reputable enough to, I guess, clean up the act enough that they get their fanfare back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I use CBCS sometimes too. Every now and then I end up with a CBCS book, not from submitting, but buying. I like the case and everything, but you said it. Healthy competition is good in big business, and give them a reason to step up their game. Yeah. So I agree.
Yeah. Well, you guys,
CBCS needs to look and see what CGC is doing, and they need to be upfront and transparent, because if it's happening with CGC, happening with CBCS.
That's true. That's true.
And
That's true, yeah.
CBS does not have the resources that CGC has. I'm talking about BlackRock money.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
when they were coming, they were bought out like a few years ago.
Right.
They don't have the resources to go track somebody down in Turkey and, you know, then prosecute this guy under Turkish law or do what they in international customs and all that stuff.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just the days of just, oh, that's a 9.8. Okay, that's a 9.8. Yeah, those days are over with. You have to be vigilant now. You have to be very vigilant.
Yeah.
I feel like
And
if they went vigilant.
go ahead.
Sorry.
So go ahead. No.
I was just gonna say if they went vigilant with that, like what Talk was saying just there, and with the customer service, and just build their brand off that, you know, against the big brand of, you know, CGC. That, you know, I feel like the marketplace is wide open in some sense, but you got to come correct.
I mean, it is. CBCS does things better than CGC. Certain things. They need to market it. They need to hire Justin.
There you go.
There you go.
You guys suck at marketing.
Dude,
I might submit some books if you hire
That's a whole nother rant. But
CBCS at one point had a situation where I had seen it on YouTube. I don't know if it's my place to talk about it as a broadcaster or whatever, but they were saying that they were taking the books out of the slab, or something. Not even, they were forging signatures and sending them to get verified, and that forged signature would come back as a verified signature. I'm like, how much safer is? I mean, you know, do I want them verifying my signature, or do I prefer to have my CGC witnessed? And that's the way I prefer, the CGC witnessed, because after hearing that and seeing that, I'm never going to have a book signed and sent to CGC just for verification.
Yeah. I'll say the CBCS right now, Tacky, to your point, this, if anything, is this whole thing, this past however many months it's been, should be looked at as, if I was CBCS, that I would look at this as an opportunity for my business to just remind people, you know, the good.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Not even having to mention CGC, but just say, just want to remind everybody, we don't have issues such as X, Y, Z, bomb, bomb, bomb. You know, we have integrity at our company. Like I would hit it.
I take
Anyways,
that's
they should do. I mean, they should do something now.
Let he who was without sin cast the first stone.
True.
I mean, it's like, come on,
yeah,
the stone is bouncing back.
Say anything because they knew they had their little
exactly.
I
feel like they were the ones that had employees taking books home and grading them. Like,
I think everybody was taking books home. Still.
Oh, really?
I think everybody. I mean, in CGC got in trouble for that before, but
crazy.
I mean, everybody's working from home now. So, but one of their employees lost the books. How you gonna lose the books in your house? Yeah. But then again, you know, you ask me to find a book, and I'm like, I don't know where I put it.
Man, if that was my job and I brought books home, that would definitely. They would like it would.
You'd be on a flight to Turkey.
right.
They would, yeah, exactly. The Munich office would find me.
I like what you guys said about getting out ahead of things, to particularly attacking Justin, because of the people it could hurt. And what I mean by that is like the blame game starts going around, right? Like, oh, you sold me some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, a lot of people could get caught up, and you know, the community, man, they swarm. We swarm, man. And anytime somebody says, that's a fraud guy right there, everybody like, phew.
Fable, you're just nervous now because everybody's gonna start blaming you for all of it. So you're trying to cover up right now. Do not. He's like, don't look at me.
It's gonna be their name.
His name's on the marquee.
Putting away my glue gun over here.
But it's gonna be like, no, that's not blame Fable. It's lame Fable. There was no B.
I like that.
But they owe it to collectors like Chet, who have legitimate, I don't want to say there are illegitimate investments, but there is an investment made, a trust that he has in that company. And he's does not want to see the value of his books decrease because they can't fulfill their promises.
True.
Yeah.
Beautiful, high-grade books.
Signed, signed too.
Yeah, especially if they're a witness signed. I mean, and now you have the thing with the witnesses too, but that's always been an issue. You know, but I'm just saying they owe it to those collectors who really were slab happy, and not that Chet was slab happy, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
there were some people that were straight up like,
Yeah.
The people who collect them, there's people who just collect that. I
We
know
were just in
guys
it
who
for the
have
collecting.
short boxes full of slabs, not books, slabs. Like, and that's how they do things. But yeah, man, let's get to the chat. See what everybody in the chat's saying about this. Anybody's got some thoughts on it? Brother Joe said, "I hope everyone enjoys the show." Thank you, Brother Joe. Oh, yeah, man. Tacky. Wait, did the CGC say they are the DPG? And then Eric said, I thought they said they're down with OPP.
You know, there you go.
Good one, E. I agree. Euros? Yeah, I think it's euros.
Yeah,
I don't even know. Sounds like a step in the right direction. Yeah, Paul. Absolutely. Absolutely. SideQuest said he doesn't play and mess around. Yeah, I mean, they can't. They can't afford it. We're talking about the whole company. Like, hoping this helps CBCS level. Oh, yeah, we saw this one. Yep. Chet's safe because all of his books were checked by Stan Lee and Chris Claremont. That's so funny.
Thank you, John.
Wait, Tacky 615. What did I miss? Uh-oh. We got a clone of Tacky?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, good point, John. Chet's got some amazing books. Absolutely, man.
Thank you, Super Demon Wizard.
Yeah, hell yeah. Super Demon Wizard Station. I don't know if I said Station was Station. Super Demon Wizard. Hell yeah.
What up, bro?
They have to show, not just say how focused they are fixing this and making improvements, not just sitting back and collecting the money from Slab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's what we're saying. They have to stay constant with these updates.
Message. I mean, that's what I'll start. Hey, you guys think we've been taking your money and just, no, we've been chasing people around the world and this and that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they in that letter he showed off 3 convictions. I think that's pretty strong. You could be a little more confident, I would say.
Yeah.
Bobby Station, how are you, Bobby G? In the building.
Bobby.
Hashtag cover up fame. Don't start nothing new, John. Don't start.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, Chet is definitely slab happy.
Thanks again, John.
Oh yeah.
If you have those high grade early X-Men, I don't play. 100.
I think that was the scariest part of the entire story, how it would affect the whole market, Raws included.
Yes, man. Like that's the scariest part about when the collectors market, like they have the ability to sink the ship. Like that's like as a 90s baby, that's what always concerns me sometimes. It's like I don't know. Sometimes I worry about these things going too far.
Oh, thank you, man. That's awesome. You too, brother. Perfect show for a Friday night bags and boys. I love that compliment. That's one of the best compliments I've ever gotten. Right? Like you hearing me while you're bagging, boy. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. One of the best compliments. Hell yeah. Station. All right, man. So let's get into our second story here. And this one's a cool one, man. I was doing some research on it while preparing for the show. And it was really cool, the stuff I was reading. So let me get into it, man. EC Comics returns after 70 years, man.
It's crazy. It's a long time.
Hell yeah. Oni Press has partnered with William M. Gaines, Agent Incorporated, the rights holders of the EC line, to launch an all-new EC line beginning this summer. So right around the corner, guys, this thing is dropping. The first book announced is Epitaphs from the Abyss, a horror title, and that's dropping this June. And Cruel Universe. Stu, you got the
No, you got to bring it up, bro. I can't bring it up.
There it is. My bad.
Yeah.
Cruel Universe.
Great. Yep.
Yeah, a sci-fi title dropping in August. The new line of comics will keep the anthology format with creative teams rotating in and out. Some of the talent involved are Jason Aaron, Brian Azzarello, Rodney Barnes, Christopher Cantwell, Chris Condon, Matt Kint. I can't say his name right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dustin Weaver, Lee Bermejo, Greg Smallwood, and J.H. Williams III. These are just some of the names involved in this new title. as we know, ECE was a brand of horror comics in the 50s that had titles like Tales from the Crypt or Weird Science or Two-Fisted Tales. And guys, I don't know if you know, but these books, when they were out in the 50s, they sold in the millions.
Yeah.
Millions. These books were, way more than what we sell today.
Yeah,
Of some of our comics.
Crazy.
Yeah. And while its stories were shocking and horrifying and even progressive at the time, right? Because it was like pushing the medium forward. They also drew a lot of scrutiny and backlash at the time. Due to a rise in censorship and regulation, the company closed in 1956 and instead focused on publishing Mad Magazine, which I found very interesting. I'm like,
Me
oh,
too.
that's awesome. Hell yeah,
Spy
what a
Number Spy.
rebound. What a rebound.
Yeah.
Though EC's reign was short, thanks to reprints and the aftermarket, the comics were able to influence a generation of filmmakers, including John Carpenter, Steven Spielberg, and Joe Dante. Stephen King and George Romero made a film homage to the books in 1982's Creepshow. I don't know if you remember Creepshow, but yeah, that was heavily influenced by these books. Richard Donner and Robert Zemeckis, two more powerhouses in Hollywood, brought back the Crypt Keeper for the 90s show Tales of the Crypt. Yeah. Yeah. This is why I'm reporting this stuff, because I think this is big to me.
Absolutely.
This is not an exercise in nostalgia. These are comics meant to get people talking and to keep them up at night, said Corey Mifsud, executive director of William M. Gaines' agent. So yeah, man, I just wanted to go around the horn, get your thoughts on the return of EC Comics. I'll start with myself, basically. I'm a big horror fan, so I'm in. I got the silver coin. I got the ice cream mans. I got all the horror shit. I love it. And EC Comics, the old ones that I've seen, and we got a lot of collectors in our community, by the way, that are totally into EC Comics. Like, I see them on my timeline all the time. But some of the greatest art, line work that you will ever see in comics came out of some of those books. And if that's the attitude with this line going forward, if that's how they're bringing it, like we're trying to, you know what I mean, push the line yet again, it's going to be great. But yeah, let me go around the horn, and everybody in the chat. EC Comics is back. Justin, what do you think about the new horror line from Oni Press? Oni Press is the guy putting it out.
Yeah, so I'm actually really pumped for this. I didn't hear about this until you had mentioned it, so I started to look it up a little bit, and just hearing the names that you had dropped. I mean, I'm a big fan of a lot of those creators. Greg Smallwood, Ronnie Barnes.
I knew you would love that one.
Like, dude,
Jason Allen.
yeah. Oh my gosh, like it is insane. So I hope, because of, like, as you mentioned, like back in the 50s, like this was a comic book that pushed the limits. I hope that this new team and the new writing and the new creative, I hope they push the limits here. I do. And yeah, for horror comic books, for me, I like horror movies. I've never been, I wouldn't say I'm a diehard fan, but I mean, I definitely like, and I've watched the classics and everything else, and I enjoy them. But something about the horror comics I love. Like, I'm always I'm down to check out anything new, a lot of the indie stuff that had come out, and I like, indie books can push the limit usually compared to the big two. So, or the big three even. So, I mean, overall, hearing that lineup and seeing just a little bit of that artwork, I know it's just a simple, but it definitely brings back, I see those old books, those classics, and they're some of them are very expensive, by the way, especially if you have them in like a high grade. I know some guys who have been collecting since that time, and I mean, they're beautiful books artwork wise to flip through. So if they could do anything that can kind of compare to that, or and just do their own thing mixed in with it, I think it's gonna be awesome. So I will definitely look forward to this.
Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah. I mean, they're so ingrained into pop culture, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they touch a lot of different areas. Yeah.
Because the company only lasted, I think, 6 years or some shit like that.
Right.
What an impact.
Crazy. Yeah, right.
Impact.
They came and went. They were like,
Yeah.
crazy.
But Chet, man, EC Comics, you a fan?
Not really. I'm not a horror fan,
Yeah.
but I know about
Talk
those
about it.
books because I spend a lot of time like on Comic Link and Heritage auctions, and they are pricey. And they are pricey. And you know what's good? I obviously there's I guess a fan base for everything. You got DC, you got Marvel, you obviously got horror. And I don't know much about the horror game, but I'm telling you now, when those books come out in June, I'll buy them.
Yeah.
Those are firsts, absolute firsts.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and I'll let everybody know now, my books might be first at the CGC door when I get those.
Like that, oh, yeah.
But really, that could be quite impactful to the horror side of things in comics. And if they stick around and do well, I mean, what'd you say? The guy said he's not looking for nostalgia buildup. He's
Yeah, he said
looking
this is
for
not a nostalgia play. Like we're
yeah,
not
he's
just trying
looking
to
to
bang
mess with
off
people's
the-
heads, and if it does that, then that just means it's going to be an automatic success. So they're picking the good time to come out and do their thing and get everything brand new popping out before the summer. So I'm
this
all
is
for it.
this is an official thing. Like it's official, right? Like over the years, people have tried to emulate EC Comics. They've done homage covers. Now you're getting the authentic thing for the first time in 70 years.
And like Justin said, I mean, some of those names already interest me. If they're going to be working on that, you're not going to get anything that's half-assed. So you can expect good art. You can expect those horror gripping stories, and like I said, I expect it to be successful. So I'll be in it in the forefront.
Oh yeah, Big Tack. What do you think? A fan of EC? Are you happy this is happening?
Well, yeah, I'm a big fan of EC the original. Not that big of a horror fan though. Funny.
Yeah, no,
But
yeah.
but I'm looking forward. Hopefully they'll reprint the originals. I always like to see those golden age books that are out of print come back in print, become available, so that even the reprints of a lot of those EC books are through the roof because they're not accessible. The only thing, my only thing that's holding me back is I wish it was a more established publisher.
That's fair.
Yeah, if it was Boom, I would be like, man, this is going to be fire. Omni, I'm kind of like, okay.
Everybody's playing the IP game right now. I said this a few years ago. I think we even talked about it, me and you, Tack, on a show at some point. Everybody's playing the IP game. Whether they're getting Thundercats over here, Transformers over here, Tales from the Crypt over here. We're doing freaking, what was it called? The Cowboys of Moon Mesa. Everybody's playing that game, and it's working. Because Titan, Conan, you know what I mean? It's working for the small publishers to secure these little IPs.
Titan got Conan.
Yeah.
I was burnt by Aftershock and Vault.
Right.
And Vault is still here. So hopefully, everything will be smooth, but I'm just saying.
Big Stu, man. What do you think? EC Comics back 70 years.
Man, huge EC fan from back in the day. I love what Talk said, and what Justin said. They were boundary pushers, civil rights, racial equality.
Yeah.
Like stories about nuclear disarmament, getting the environment right. They were way ahead of their time. They were a victim of cancel culture back then. Yeah. So I hope this isn't just a cash grab to just push a new IP. I hope it's truly like a boundary genre pushing type of comic book. But that said, I'm super excited for. I hope we get the reprints of the old stuff, and I saw a Lee Bermejo cover already that I'm like I feel like some of these new covers and these new stories are going to be fantastic. So I can't deny that I'm super stoked for that. So all in all, I hope they stay true to the spirit of the original EC, because they were, like John said in the comments, like this is what we got the Comic Code Authority from, and they really kind of had to suffer for us to get where we're at. So I hope they get the proper shine here in 2023. But yeah, I'm excited regardless.
Oh
Great
yeah.
to see.
Are
Shout
we
out
in
to
2024?
20. I'm sorry, Chad. Damn, I'm sorry. It's been a
Keep 'em
long
honest,
week,
Chad,
man.
keep 'em
I'm
honest.
like,
We knew what
yeah,
you meant.
yeah.
We knew what you meant.
Hashtag
Oh.
actually. All right.
Oh man, 62 talking about the slap thing. He said, "I don't slap, but understand that reputation is everything. It's obvious that they are overloaded, and hopefully they take the opportunity to be transparent and police themselves as well."
amen.
Great point, 62.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you
Yep.
broke it down perfectly.
Amen.
Eric said, "Love that classic look of the books. Those
Mhm.
creators are crazy good too." Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sal in the building.
Sal, what up,
Asians. How are you, man? Bobby, I guess talking about the EC covers. Wow, that looks good. Yeah, it does. It does look good. Yeah, Comics Code Authority came out of this era. Hell yeah, John.
Yeah, John.
I do like the new CBCS label, Sal said.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm behind the stream. Oh yeah. Love you, brother. Hey, James in the building.
Station,
Evening,
bro.
fellas.
Hi,
Late to
James.
the show. Station, my dudes. Oh yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out, James. Always happy to see you, my brother. Thanks for mentioning the EC News. I had no idea. Oh, awesome, Super Demon Wizard. Yeah, man. Go check it out. I know you're gonna grab a few copies of that. Hell yeah. Let's see. Everybody saying what up, Justin? Been a while since I last saw you. Looking good, looking like a boss. Hell yeah, that's my
Let's
brother, the
go.
mayor, man. Gotta look good.
Station.
He's on TV. The mayor's on TV. Anything from Greg Smallwood is worth the money and the
Yes.
time.
100%. 100%.
All right, let me ask y'all this. Did y'all know who Greg Smallwood was before Human Target? Because I did not. Did anybody? Were you
Yeah.
familiar?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yes, the Moon Knight stuff
Yeah.
before this.
Oh, with
Yeah,
Lemire.
with
Okay.
Lemire, yeah.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
Yep.
There's something else too. I
Yeah.
can't remember off the top of my head though, but I knew who. he
Yeah,
was
it's something
before
else too.
Human
Me
Target.
too. I can't think of it right now.
I will say though, it definitely didn't hit me the way obviously the Human
No,
Target
for sure.
did.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
the Moon Knight. I love that Moon Knight run, but yeah, that I just forgot about that one. Yeah, this was like the one though, right? Yeah. for
Oh
sure.
yeah. I actually discovered Greg Smallwood during, I want to say, Absolute Carnage. It was like a one shot that he did, a
What?
Venom kind of one shot that he did
Really?
the art in. Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
bet
I
that
gotta
was
go
sick,
find that.
dude.
Yeah.
I bet that was
It's one of
sick.
those Venom, Donny Cates, something in that thing.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
he did the art. It's just this little one shot, and the art was fantastic. And I'm like, who is this?
Dude, anything that he can do
Greg
interior
Smallwood,
wise,
yeah.
especially, I'll grab it.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Absolutely. Stu, always a pleasure. Hell yeah, man.
James, appreciate you, brother.
Oh yeah, I think the horror genre in comics is great for really opening up fresh new ways to tell stories, and the air, oh man, the art we are going to get. Absolutely, SideQuest Comics. I think that for a lot of things, my brother. I think that for movies. I think that for video games. I think that for comic books. I think horror is definitely the way we get new creators into the door, and we get some really cool, unique ideas before they go off and do other things. But I think a lot of people get their start in this genre, and this genre has saved a lot of companies. It saved the movie theaters. It saved comic books in a lot of ways during the pandemic. People went crazy on the horror indie book scene the last 4 years, man. So hell yeah. Wish I could afford to collect pre-code horror, but I'll definitely be picking these up. Hell yeah, same here, my brother.
We all feel the same way.
Oh yeah. Blame Stu. Always, man. Blame him. He's part of the show now. You can blame him too. Hey, Candace Barbosa.
Candace!
What up,
What is
Candace?
going on, Candace? Climbing Comics. Oh, I haven't seen Climbing Comics in a while. Hey, shit. How are you, my
Haven't
brother?
seen him in a while.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I had seen a bunch of his covers, but not many interior pieces of Smallwood before Human Target. Yeah, I agree. I didn't see too much of his stuff beforehand. Everybody's saying hi to Candace. Hell yes, they went up to Candace. Love seeing everybody in the building tonight. What a great show.
Thank y'all for coming
Hell
through.
yeah. Smash that like, subscribe. I don't know.
Hey, I got a topic I wanted to ask you guys about real quick, if that's okay.
You got to work on that, Fable.
Yeah, I do. I suck at
So I know it's off topic and everything from what you guys are talking about now and so forth, but did you see that news about the proposed Batman Beyond animation?
Yeah, I heard about it.
I mean, I figured I'd bring it up now since I won't be on next week, and I'll probably forget by then anyway. But I just wanted your take on it because I would love to see that happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Batman Beyond. Why not? Let's go, man. I wanted it with Michael Keaton to
Yeah.
be in now as the old Batman and
Yeah.
whatever young buck they want to play Terry McGinnis. I would have been all down for that instead of this Flash thing that we got. Whatever. We're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Even the vein they're talking in like Batman Beyond and the a la Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. Give me that type of animation.
They said maybe. They said it went from a hard no to a maybe. But what assurance is that giving us?
I love Batman Beyond, but yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, well, everybody go buy whatever Batman Beyond book is out right now. Go pick up the DVD series from back in the day because they track all that shit. This is how you get Batman Beyond. Honestly, that's what they're looking at.
That
but
Return of the Joker movie is fire. The animated joint. Yeah.
I have that on DVD. I remember when that's 2001 that came out.
Wow.
Yeah, we all man.
Oh man, so many people in the house. 19 in the house tonight, man. Wow, this is big.
Hey,
I think it's our biggest crowd we've had since we started on YouTube. But yeah, nice. Oh no, probably we had a couple more. But anyway, doesn't matter. Let's get into rapid fire, gentlemen. Rapid fire, of course, is not a roundtable discussion. This is real quick. I've just hit you with some headlines or some announcements. And if you guys have any thoughts, if you've been thinking about it during the week, have anything you want to add to it, you do. If you don't worry about it. We just move on to the next headline till we get to the blaming. Everybody in the chat, same thing. You hear anything that you want to say something about? Let us know. All right, first bit of rapid fire. Jason Aaron will write a new Berserker one-shot, part of a series of one-shots in a new Berserker series titled Berserker Bloodlines, with art by Francesco Manna. The one-shot is titled Berserker, A Face Full of Bullets, and it drops this June 2024. Anybody want to say anything on the new Berserker?
I mean, Jason Aaron, I'm down. I trust him.
Right?
I trust him.
That's exactly where.
There you go.
And he's been able to maintain the high standard that he set for himself.
Yeah.
Doing what he's doing with DC. I really like all these different titles, all this diversity.
Yeah.
And he's really, really showing his worth.
Right.
Yeah. That title alone has got me.
I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but we also got the news that he's writing an Uncle Scrooge or like an Uncle Scrooge book.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Right.
Let's go.
I was like, let's go.
What is it called? The Infinity
Dime. The Infinity Dime. Something like that.
How does he go from Berserker to that? Like,
I don't know.
I will be buying Uncle Scrooge's book.
And he's writing Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Superman.
Yeah, so there you go. How you go from
Uncle Scrooge comes first.
World.
Crazy. He's a busy guy.
And he gave us one of the best Punisher stories in the last decade.
Yes, absolutely did.
Power Max.
Thor 2.
Billy, that one's for you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, but yeah, Tack, damn. You said something I wanted to touch on with this Berserker thing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, next rapid fire. DC announced that it will return to Wednesdays for New Comic Book Day starting this July. First time since May of 2020, man. They finally coming back to Wednesday. Because Wednesday's New Comic Book Day, DC. Wednesday's New Comic Day.
They ruined it by Tuesdays, right?
They moved it to Tuesday.
On Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when
did they
Marvel
do that?
came out with the Wednesday, on
Yeah.
Wednesday covers.
That was kind of whack.
Fable, didn't you have that for a set? Like one of your 30 sets?
I have all of them. I have all of
Yeah,
them.
I remember you bought them all.
I know it's not the best variants in the world, but I got them because I felt like it was a mark of time.
Yes, it's
a mark of time.
It means something. Yeah,
it's the COVID. 100%. It was a whole situation happening.
Yeah,
Marvel taking shots at Disney in 2020. Like, what? You're like Disney, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I watch a lot of Justin's like going to the comic shop stuff, and I remember one time it had to be a Tuesday because I was all messed up in the head thinking, why is he there so early?
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, here we go. I'm like, am I watching something from last week?
Yeah. I was hitting up the shop twice a week. Yeah, that was
See?
like damn DC making me go twice now. Blame Fable.
Yeah, we were
Blame Fable.
I know.
There you go. There you go.
This is Fable. He's up to something. Fable.
It's not him, it's
Back
the other
on
guy.
you, bro.
Lame.
Back
Lame
on
Fable.
Next bit of news: Gods is ending with issue number 8. Jonathan Hickman's Gods, where we previously thought this was an ongoing. They never really said it was a limited series, so thought it was interesting. I don't know how many people are sad about that, but I think Jonathan Hickman will be okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine.
Something tells me that all this sold out shit with Ultimate Spider.
Ultimates, yeah.
He's gonna
Ultimate
be
Spider-Man's fire. I can't wait for that Doom. He's got a Doom one shot with Sanford Green, who does.
Will anybody really like Gods though? Like honestly, did you really feel
haven't
it? Were
read
you
it.
into it?
I haven't read
all
it.
jokes aside.
I haven't read it
You
yet.
said
I
it's
want
going
to.
up to
I own
issue
it.
6, and then it's 8. I'll wait till it gets to 8, and I'll pick up the whole series.
That's
There
how
you
I
go.
felt. Yeah,
There you go.
I was gonna
Yeah.
binge it.
I've been picking it up. I got it. I
Yeah,
haven't read it yet
the
myself.
artwork looks fantastic.
Yeah, the artwork, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, next bit of news. Avengers 5 will no longer be called the Kang Dynasty. Marvel Studios is reportedly changing the title and retooling the movie. That's it, man. It's really official now. No more Kang Dynasty. So, save those screenshots of when it said Kang Dynasty so that we don't get this Mandela effect. Years later, it was like, no, there was never a Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Responsive.
I don't like that at all, though. I do.
Yeah.
Why can't they just literally replace the actor and continue with the Kang story?
I don't
Kang
think they
is
should replace the actor.
arguably the greatest Avengers villain.
Which
Arguably.
one? Kang?
Kang.
Yeah, I hear that.
Avengers,
Yeah, I mean, I
They
don't
had
know.
the actor to play him too, but they messed that up.
Well, he messed that up.
Jeremy Renner. I'm just saying.
I missed it. I missed what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to get it. I mean, that's a whole discussion. We're about 2 months late for the Jonathan Majors discussion, so it's happening. Ain't nothing going to change it.
No.
And move forward.
Yeah.
They move forward. It's Secret Wars or something now.
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll figure it out, but it looks like Phase 4, I think, was I think we could all agree it was a down point for them, right? And I think they know that they got the message because everything in Phase 5 that they announced is a direct, comes out of Phase 4. Where now I'm thinking they're like, no, forget that phase. We start some whole new right now. Fantastic Four, baby. That's what they're doing right now. At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Trailer for Borderlands came out this week. I don't know if you guys saw that, based on the hit video game Borderlands. With an all-star cast, man.
Yes.
Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Nice.
Yeah, crazy for a video game movie, but maybe not so much because video game movies are popping these days, man. They're starting to make a lot of money. Mario, Sonic. There's a few of them. It's not only that. Twisted Metal TV show just got second.
The driving one.
Gran Turismo. Yeah, it was a hit for its budget or whatever. Any thoughts on any of that? Borderlands? Did you guys see the trailer?
Who's the director? Did you see the director?
I didn't get that part.
No, just curious.
Yeah,
but that's cool. I mean, the big names you mentioned. I'm a big Kevin Hart fan, so I'm down to watch any Kevin Hart.
Anybody play the video game?
I have not.
Fair enough.
Famous like moving on.
The movie does look interesting enough. I'll check it out.
Now, this one I'm reporting on is a little bit of low-hanging fruit, so I don't really want to make fun of it. But Madam Web is the worst openning for any Spider-Man universe movie ever, including Morbius. It opened second place to the Bob Marley One Love biopic. which is crazy.
That's not good.
Stay.
That's
Not
a
that the
Sony
Bob-
movie,
I'm
right?
not trying to say
Madam
that,
Web?
that Bob
They
Marley
did
movie
Bob
was
Marley
dirty,
dirty
but-
too.
Well,
Like
I
with
was
that,
gonna say, don't
man.
underestimate Bob Marley fans,
No,
man.
no, no,
Don't
I'm not trying to say
underestimate them. They'll come out and they'll beat up a Marvel movie any day, man. Any day.
But at what this Spider Woman movie has at the very, very least is sex appeal.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't sell tickets,
I cannot
don't
tell
know
a
what
lie. I
does.
saw the movie, and it was flat, bro. It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But none of those women in that movie look flat to me.
And that, well, I can agree with you on that. And,
I didn't see the movie though.
hey, but,
In the good old
I'll
days when I
say
was
they
in my
were
20s,
when
I
they
didn't need
weren't in costume.
Hell
the
no.
way they look.
But-
I just watch it, with no
I
volume
mean,
on, but-
you'll see the movie out of Marvel loyalty, like I did,
yeah.
and you'll pass judgment. It didn't live up to what I expected, but I gotta say, what Sony made that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to stick to making video games.
Oh, they just need to get out the way and let Marvel do it.
Oh,
It-
man.
it-
It seems that they're better at that because their Marvel Spider-Man game
Yes.
freaking sold crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So
That
yeah.
is
Got the
correct.
video games right now.
Yeah.
Y'all sit
Oh,
tight, sit tight, waiting for Craven next.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. I'm bringing a
I'm
pillow to
waiting
that
for
one.
Craven,
He don't look
Stu.
like any of those
Really, I'm
girls in that
waiting.
movie.
Sydney Sweeney.
You get to see Russell Crowe's bloated face for 2 hours, man.
There you go. There you go. Worth it. Worth every penny.
And who doesn't like to look at Sydney Sweeney? But it was a bad movie.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is streaming the 27th on HBO Max, man. I'm
What?
definitely gonna check this out on HBO Max. This is the kind of
Wow.
movie that I need on HBO Max right now.
That movie wasn't too bad. I liked it. I enjoyed
Yeah,
that movie.
no. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of movie I would not pay for. So I'm glad
No.
it's coming out on streaming soon, so I could catch it finally. and judge it, like you said, Chet. Pass judgment on it. Oh man.
It's his audition tape for Lobo.
I wanted to put up this.
He's
pic 'cause I
definitely
think this is
Lobo.
hilarious, guys. Let me put Stu, you got the other thing on the thing? Did I put it on? Hold on.
Yeah,
I got
go ahead
I
and pull it up.
No,
Okay.
I got it. There it is. Why am I in this view? What the heck? There we go. So yeah, man. The CW's Brad Schwartz reveals that Superman Legacy is the reason why Superman and Lois will end with its fourth season with
Oh, wow.
quotes. They don't want a competing Superman product in the marketplace.
Mhm.
Right?
Oh.
Got this sad picture here. But it's okay. It's okay because right after this, go ahead, pull up the next one.
My bad, I got you.
James Gunn shared a set photo from Superman Legacy.
They look sad
Wow.
as hell.
Saying, screw that little show on the CW. I don't care. Look at this cast. Look at this cast.
The door is that way.
Yeah, tell me about it. Any thoughts on? Did you guys watch that CW Superman show?
I watched the pilot.
I watched the first season. I really like the guy that plays Superman.
Yeah.
Like, he is like, I'm like, they got to do something else with him or use him. I don't know. It's kind of sad that he's, he's not going to be used or whatever. But I've been meaning to watch more of it, just haven't had time. Like I enjoyed the first season. I watched like a little bit of the second.
Yeah.
It's a CW show, so it's not like it's like, oh, you got to see it. It's the best thing. It's nothing like crazy,
Right.
but there's something about it that I was just enjoying about it, and I just watched through, and I was on a real Superman kick probably 8 months ago.
I remember that.
So yeah, I was eating up anything.
I went to a convention with this guy, or I was there with him, and he was buying Superman books. I was like,
There you go.
You're like, are you lost? The X is
The X
down
is this
down
way.
here.
"But Justin, do you know my face? It's me, Justin. Remember me? Snap out of it."
Yeah, I was looking at all those Neil Adams covers, man.
Yeah, those are great. Those are good ones.
Yeah.
I never saw this show. I would like to see this show, but I'm going to be honest with you. There's so much to see.
Yeah.
I may never get to it, but I'll always have it on a list somewhere.
That's fair. No, that's fair. It's a low priority. You know, if
Yeah.
you're cleaning the house one day, Fable, maybe you get a chance to throw it on. Like I think I enjoyed what I watched. I put it that way.
Yeah.
I have coworkers who were telling me that. I mean, they're not even comic heads, and they're like, "Yo, Lois and Clark or whatever it may be. What's it called? Is that what it's called? Superman and Lois."
Superman
and
They
Lois, yeah.
they're like telling me stuff like, "Oh, Chet, you need to see it. It's in its third season." I'm like, "You guys are deep into this." I was like, "All right, I'll give it a watch."
Yeah,
I watched
it's
the
got
pilot.
fans. It's got fans for sure.
Even my wife, Lady No Good, she like, you know, she's not really big into comics or anything, but we had watched the first season together, and she actually really enjoyed the non superhero-y portions, like just the day-to-day and seeing the family and trying to live and deal with their struggles of, you know, how are you Superman, a dad, and you got kids, and then the kids are, you know, discovering powers at school and stuff. Like, how do you deal with it? Like, what would you do if you were a father in that position, knowing that you're, you know, they got power, all this stuff. So it's a cool, interesting
They kept
concept.
it grounded, so to speak.
Yeah, it was like kind of relatable in a sense. Like, if you know, it made you think like, well, how would I deal with that as a parent, almost, you know?
Yeah.
So
can you put the Superman set photos through real quick? Yeah, the thing I love about this photo the most is that Superman is taller than everybody.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Look, everybody looks happy. It looks like they got a banger on their hands. Like, this was after the first table reading, so that's good energy right there. You know, like,
and my man looks good bald too, man. My man,
what's his name? With the
Nicholas
Holt. Nicholas Holt with Lex
Nicholas
Luthor.
Holt. There you go. He's playing Lex Luthor in the back.
The black guy, isn't that the guy from X-Men?
Yep,
it is him, right?
Yeah,
that's Darwin. Yep.
Darwin.
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay.
He's also in what's it called? That space show on Apple TV. He's real good.
Is it Halo? No, it's not Halo. Is it?
No, it's not.
He's dead in the mutant world.
They did Darwin dirty, dude. Yeah, that was rough.
I think they did Adam Warlock dirty too.
Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Blame Candace and Alan. Yeah, man. So that's all the news this week, man. That's all the rapid fire, man. I thought you know, we did pretty good on that. I think we got a lot of thoughts out on these things, especially the first two stories. So thanks everybody. Let me just hit up the chat. Dismay in the building saying, "Crap, I'm late. I forgot to hit the notification." It's okay, man. It's Station, friend of the show, man. Go check out Dismay Comics and his comics that he has coming out, man. Awesome stuff, that brother. Hell yeah. We got Raging Cajuns Comics in the building. Hey, Fable and friends. Station JD, how are you, my brother?
My Lego brother.
Oh yeah, so many good people, man. So many good people. The Batman Beyond concept art looks great. The concept art was done by one of the people who was part of the Across the Spider-Verse team. There you go.
Nice.
There you go. Oh my God, I'm excited for the Uncle Scrooge book. Love my Disney comics. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I hope Gizmo Duck's in there.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites too. Gizmo Duck. Blather and Blatherskites.
Gizmo Duck!
Oh, Chris in the building, Lawson Comics Station. What is going on, Chris? How are you, my brother? When is that Berserker movie or show coming out? Need more Keanu action. Yeah, man. There's no real announcement on that front. I mean, who's not a fan of DuckTales? Let's be serious here.
That's right.
Chris Station, bro. Hell yeah, man. Hey, friend of the show, S482 in the building. Station, what is going on, Scotty? Oh yeah, man. Gosh, so many good people. Justin is camped out at his LCS 2 days in a row.
Pretty much.
He started doing Tuesdays mid-2020. Yep. Yeah. Rest in peace, Kang. Yeah, man. Agreed. Just replace the actor. Not a big deal. Yeah, I agree, man.
Well, that's what everybody says, but they do things different at Disney, I guess. I guess once the axe is shown, they needed to show blood.
Yeah. Looking forward to the new Fantastic Four. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Pedro Reed, looking forward to that. Hell yeah. I live for video game movies. Keep them coming. Candace. Uh-oh. This girl is gunning for my heart now. Thank you all. They can all thank The Last of Us. Hell yeah, great television.
Yeah, great
based on
point.
a video game.
Great.
Hell
point,
yeah.
Doctor.
50 Shades of Lane. There you go. Eli Roth is directing Borderlands. Really? Interesting.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Oh yeah. I'll see it on streaming someday. That's such a bummer. Ruined the chance at a woman Spider-Verse movie. Haven't seen it yet, but haven't been wanting to after hearing reviews. I agree, Candace, man. We can't waste the Spider-Women like that, man. I'm glad Jessica Drew wasn't in there.
I'll say it. I mean, it wasn't exciting, but you know, Marvel movies sometimes do contain dialogue from beginning to end, and this one was mostly dialogue and not so much action. Yeah, everything is well explained and so forth, but it just throws you off. But you know, Candace, you'll see, you'll form your own opinion. It may not be as critical as mine or anyone else's.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard some people enjoyed it.
Yeah,
you know, for sure, and they're not afraid to admit it either. They're like, "No, I like that movie, man. I know everybody's getting the shit, but I dug it." If that's really the reason, that sucks. Superman and Lois is fantastic. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Oh, that's a dumb reason. I've always looked at the CW shows different from the movie universes. I liked Superman. So did I.
Supergirl.
So did I.
enjoyed it too.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you guys. I'll give it a try. I bet I'd like it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Let's end the show. We like to end the show with something we call the blaming.
Why don't I own this? Why don't I own this?
All right, man. It's time for the blaming. What's the blaming? It's basically a glorified show and tell. We call it the blaming because you might blame one of us for that thing that you buy. You know, when you see us show it off, you go onto the internet and you're like, God dang it, Justin. Why did you show that shit off? Now I got to pay double on eBay. I got to go to Macari. I can't find it anywhere.
Macari.
Blame Justin, man.
Be careful of Etsy.
I'm gonna excuse myself from the blaming. I'm in the middle of a move right now. I don't got anything new. I'm not trying to get anything new. There's more shit I gotta pack. So I'll be out for the blaming probably for the next couple of weeks. But of course, we got some awesome blamings from these gentlemen right here. And I'm gonna start us off with my brother, Dr. Doom's fan club Stu.
Oh man,
what do you got for us, my brother?
Just two things to share. I figured I don't have much, but at the very least, I can give y'all a sneak peek at the next couple Throw Your Sets Up Saturdays, right? So this is two sets I just copped. One, I got the trade for this. I got the hardcover for this, but I had to finally get it in singles, man. Darwin Cook's New Frontier.
Wow.
Nice.
That's nice.
Finally got all 6 of these bad boys.
Wow.
Chet, I kept them in the plastic and the board for you, bro. I hope you're happy.
Thank you. Yo, big bro hug.
You and Disney talking. Disney said, I thought Stu was about to hold him up like a newspaper. God damn.
You had last week. I think I saw what you posted the other day when you were last on Fable's show. Astro City books.
Yeah, man.
I have 6 of those somewhere around. I saw them recently too. If they don't appeal to me, you might end up with doubles.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
that's pretty. I like that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Martian Manhunter.
Yep. All it takes is a match.
Yep. That one's a good one.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
And I got
that hand is saying station. That cover station right there. That's the station cover right there. Now I gotta get that cover.
There you go. And then of course I saw my man. I saw this for cheap. By the legend, Alex Ross had to grab it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Idea.
Wow.
Nice.
That's gorgeous.
Dude, this movie as a kid, are you kidding me?
Dude.
Yeah. Look at those covers.
Oh, yeah.
Did you find them for a deal, Stu, or like with
$4 for the set?
Wow,
that's
amazing.
Deal, bro.
Amazing, yeah.
Those covers are worth it.
Shout out to this is my man Barbarian Kung Fu actually on Instagram.
Oh, Barb, nice.
Whoa,
Yeah,
nice.
good dude.
Hell
He's a
yeah,
good
give him a
shout out the homie, yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It's
All
just him
right.
and-
Next up, I'm gonna go to my brother, Tacky 616. What you got for us, my brother?
All right. So last Friday, I was able to finally get this one.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I saw that at the shop. I was like, I can't believe it. And now it's mine.
Yes.
What kind of
Even though I got
condition?
to balance it off with $1 book.
Oh, nice.
So
What's
this
that?
is,
Candace is asking
Oh,
who
Justice
did the
League, yeah,
art
nice.
for the DC.
Nice.
That's Darwin Cook.
Darwin
He did
Cook.
he did the covers and the interiors. It's like his Epic of Heroes. It's the new
Oh, yeah.
frontier.
Mm.
Check it out. It's also a DC animated movie. It's incredible.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I was trying to figure out who did this cover. Phil Noto, David Mack,
Hmm. I don't know.
Dustin Nguyen.
Really?
What?
Good cover.
No way.
That's
hell
my
yeah.
guy too. I didn't.
I never would have guessed
Yeah,
that.
I would not
wondering
have
if
guessed
somebody else came and colored it.
Wow, maybe that his style's very different nowadays.
Yeah. It's an older book. It's probably about 10 years old.
Okay.
Almost looks like a Scarface cover.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought-
because of the
I
gun
thought
and
James
everything.
Bond. I
Mhm.
thought James Bond.
And I got
That's
this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Kenny
boy.
Warren Johnson.
So good. So good.
How did you know what I wanted for my birthday? Nice.
And I couldn't, Villa Lobos.
Ooh, yeah,
Oh,
I
nice.
like that
Yeah,
one.
this
that's
cover,
gorgeous.
man. So when I first I saw it, Slim got his new books in, and I was like, I'll blame Slim. Damn it! Now I'm going to down, and I gotta pay full price for it because my LCS was
Yeah,
sold
you gotta stay
out.
away from Slim, man. Slim will
Yeah,
make you spend money. You know that.
He will.
Funny thing is, I haven't
I'm
been
sorry.
back
Can I
into
see
this
that
whole
Power
thing.
Girl again?
The
Jack,
Power
let me
Girl,
see that
man.
Power Girl again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You need to get if you haven't had a copy of this. If you didn't get a copy of this, this is Power Girl. What was it?
Number one.
Uncovered.
It looks like Power Girl double D cup.
Par for the course for Power Girl.
There you
I
go.
have her first appearance. It doesn't stay in the slab.
Oh my
Are you all
god.
right, Chet? Chet, you all right, bro?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
This is for the what was the name of that movie? Spider Women. There you go.
There you go.
All right, and then for Black History Month, antagonist number 1.
Nice.
Oh,
Got,
okay.
this guy here kind of looks like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, a little bit.
Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that.
Then I said, okay, let me. So
Oh,
I got
nice.
this one.
Okay.
Oh,
This is
nice.
from
Go.
Comic Zone, independent publisher.
That's
Wow.
cool. I've not seen
Published.
that.
I don't have the year here. I think this was like 2005.
That's
Like
nice.
That's
Got
sick.
Oh,
good
yeah.
backboard on it. Some
Look
nice
at that.
cover.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
We were talking about Rodney Barnes earlier. Here you go with Nita
Sure.
Hawes. Nightmare Blog.
Nice.
Very
Yeah.
underrated series.
Is that
Jason Alexander.
Jason
Yep,
Sean
Jason
Alexander?
Sean Alexander.
Yeah.
That guy is, that guy's one of my favorite new artists.
Yeah,
man.
he's
That guy's
absolutely,
really
man.
good. Force of nature.
And then last time I was on the show, it was with Sean Puff.
Mm-hmm.
And Stu was
Oh,
asking me about the Mobius covers.
Oh.
So here
Wow.
we go.
Oh.
Hardware 49.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Dude, Mobius
Wow.
doing milestone.
Throw your
Mobius
sets up.
doing
Static
milestone,
45.
bro.
Static
This guy's
Zone.
gonna start a whole new thing. Blaine Tack right here.
That's a dope book right there.
That's so
Yeah.
sick.
Oh man, I got this. This was my birthday present a couple years ago.
That's my
Nice,
favorite, I
dude.
think. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
sick.
yeah, I loved it. Okay, and then finally to finish up with the milestone, Black History Month, we got this icon in hardware number 2, 1 in 25 variant. We got Malcolm Martin. I think that's
Wow.
Fred Hampton. Not 100% sure.
Mm.
Oops.
Along with
Second
Static,
book.
Icon, Rocket, Hardware.
Damn. Hell yeah.
That's dope.
Nice.
Woo wee.
And then the last one, and I use top loaders. And I don't know where I got this blue tape from, but anyway, because I don't use blue tape. That's a whole nother topic for another
That's
day.
a whole nother topic.
Oh,
Here we
wow.
go. Icon. This is another 1 in
Nice.
25. When I saw
That
this,
looks like
they had- yeah,
the.
this Bizarro.
That
I mean,
is
he's
so
one.
sick.
Not Bizarro. Man, now my mind just went blank.
The guy who takes powers from you. What's his name?
No,
That's what the Superman cover it looks like, is what I'm remembering from seeing that.
Is it Bizarro? What's his
Parasite
name?
is the. Well, I don't know his name, but I'm saying the cover of Parasite's first appearance looks just like
It
that.
looks like Piccolo to me, man.
Yeah, but this is an homage. to his first appearance.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Maniac. Man. It's been a long
Brainiac,
week, I
bro.
guess. I guess it's close to my bedtime. I couldn't come up with Brainiac out of nowhere, but this is a homage to Brainiac's first appearance. We
Yeah,
got
okay, I'm
hardware,
sorry. I said, what did I say?
I was saying
Parasite. I was
Bizarro.
wrong.
You said
Brainiac. That's
There
what I
you
was
go.
wrong. You're correct.
Yeah.
That's cool,
You
though.
said
Yeah, that's
Parasite, I think.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
I can accept
yeah.
it. That's a beautiful cover, though. I like that type of homage.
Hey, sick.
Oh,
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
saw this, I had to go out there. I paid a little bit, maybe too much for it, but got it.
It happens.
Sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the best time to buy the book is when
I'll
you
give
have the
the-
money.
That's the
That
best
is
piece of
that
advice
is very
we got
accurate.
tonight.
I'm gonna
That's
tell
deep
my
right
wife
there.
You
that.
got
I'm gonna
it.
tell
I'm
my
writing
wife
that down.
that, and it's gonna work. Yep.
Yeah, you could
Babe.
explain it to her that you know, baby, I got a little money out of the budget. You know, we did this and we did that. And I
Babe,
just
we had
wanna-
the money. We
a
had the
little book
money.
to
I
make you
had to
feel
buy it.
happy.
What else was I supposed to do?
And you get some flowers too. There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
learn how to
It's like
do
I
this
picked
stuff.
them myself.
To put on my casket. To put on my
What?
casket.
I
Yep.
think that's still going to
bought my wife-
backfire for me somehow. It's not going to work
Oh,
out
for
for
sure.
me.
Your wife has
I'm
been
gonna
in
do
your
that.
videos, Justin. You'll be all good.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
have a
real
list
good.
of
You got
a
it,
list
man.
of things as to why I should not be spending
There you
money.
go. There you go. I bought my wife some Keurig coffee cups, and she's freaking excited. You got to learn how to do these things, man.
Nice. Nice.
All right, man. This guy right here came onto the
Oh.
show a few weeks ago and just killed it. So he doesn't got as much as he got last time, but it's okay because whatever he's got now is gonna be awesome.
Check
Chat.
that background. Chad.
What do
I
you
brought this. I brought this book with me because, or I pulled it out. Because, I mean, picking up where Tack left off with this Black History Month homage. So, this would be mine.
Nice. Wow. Look at you. Look at you. I love Tacky
What
when
are-
he smiles, bro.
Wait, what are all the
He smiles like a
signatures?
little boy, man.
I think I saw
So this one is signed by
It's like 3.
Jimmy Palmiotti and Dennis Cowan
Oh, okay.
in
Wow.
2022.
Wow.
Very nice.
That's
Very nice.
awesome, dude.
So that's how I'll
9.6
begin the Blame Me session. Then we'll take it back a few years
Wow.
into more of my territory.
There you go. There you go.
We'll do a Steranko sign.
She's throwing up station too.
Yeah.
There it is. That's an X-Men station right there.
Well,
gotta
no,
own that
Justin.
book now,
I
too.
wonder if that's on the yellow label.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But this is the second appearance of
That would be amazing.
this is the second appearance of Polaris. My first appearance of Polaris is
Station.
it's stationed
We've got two
at
station books.
CGP right now, or
I
it
gotta
got
get
signed, but I didn't get it
Blame
back
Favor.
yet. So I brought this one out because it goes back a little older, and it's just a book worth seeing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus
God,
Christ, dude.
This
On an
dude.
8.0.
That's a Stan Lee on there, too.
Baby. Stan
8-0.
man.
Oh, my God.
Only thing is, whoever I got it from put them up there, but I don't mind. They're still X-Men, right?
Yeah, heck yeah. Absolutely.
So
It's great.
that's this one.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
Chet,
then-
Chet has an in with CGC. That's why.
And now we'll take it back even a little further, I believe. Yeah, well, yeah. All right, so yeah, we'll do this one first because then it'll stay in order. This one you guys might recognize.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on, dude.
This
Come
is the-
on.
Biggest spec book of all time.
That's
Yeah.
Who's on that one, man?
This one is Joe Sinat in blue, right in the middle of Silver and Surfer.
9-2 though.
And not the best Stan Lee signature, right on,
Is Stan Lee on there?
yeah, right there on the hand. You see that black blotch? That's when Stan was at the end of his line.
Dude, he's totally thrown up station.
Yeah,
He is-
yeah.
He is totally
Dude, I
thrown
love
up
this.
station right there.
Justin,
So,
we gotta
yeah.
get you to go back through like Egyptian archaeology and
I'm
really
just
like, get down
noticing.
to the
Yeah,
Speculators didn't know
dude.
what
I
was happening.
actually have the picture of Joe Sinat signing this for me.
Ooh.
Oh,
In
that's
blue.
great.
Yeah,
That's great.
he's shaking my hand in the picture. and
Even more cool. Yeah, that is.
yeah, I mean, every time I see a picture of him now, I kind of get choked up because he was such a cool guy,
Yeah.
you know. But
And I
that's
have a feeling Mephisto. I mean, I know people have said that
Yeah.
before. but I really think it now, for real, for real. I think
You're like, all jokes aside.
Yeah. So that'll bring me to my next one, which would be the second to last of the blaming.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
What the
Wait, what was the grade?
dude?
What was the grade?
Is that Joe?
Oh man, beautiful.
And you'll see Stan Lee's signature there.
It's silver.
Iconic book.
Yes.
Silver.
And Joe Sinot's signature
That's like
right there.
What year did Stan sign that one? Just curious. Was that early?
Sinot signed it 11/11/17. Stan signed it on April 1st of 18.
18. Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I really would have loved his signature, Stan Lee's signature, underneath the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that Kirby or Buscema artwork on that cover?
This is Buscema. John Buscema, Howard Purcell. John Buscema cover, Stan Lee story.
Yeah.
So that's this one.
Yeah.
And for the final, I brought out, we kept talking about Fantastic Four, so I bring you this one.
Oh.
Oh, Annihilator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Annihilator.
I already know, man. Stop it.
I
Stop.
Oh,
A decent Stan Lee signature.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
it's wild how like different his signatures are across
Nine, man.
And there's the Joe Sinot signature.
Yeah.
Yeah, towards the end, it had gotten a little.
A 9 in that book might as well be a 10 today, right? Like, because the hell?
It's a hard book to get. I'll be honest.
Actually,
You know how much I paid
signed
for
by
this
both
book?
those guys.
That's crazy.
I think I bought this book in 2016, slabbed at an 8.5 for $185.
Not bad, man. Not
Holy crap!
Jesus Christ.
And that, my dear friends, is my blaming session.
Station.
Very
Hell
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Fuck yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. I got to have our guy. I don't know if you could follow that, Justin.
I was gonna say I gotta go.
I know.
Good seeing everybody. See ya.
Good luck, bro.
It's late.
And
It's
you
past
guys
my
don't
bedtime.
understand. This will cost me on his show on Tuesday night.
yeah.
But I know my brother here. I know the mayor. The mayor got a good eye for books, man. I know he got some shit for us. Let's see.
I will say I will keep you all entertained here in these short minutes, to say the least, and especially with some of the comments you had said earlier. And I'll get into it. I'm going to start with the books first. I don't have a lot, so I won't be too long.
Hold on before you start.
Yeah.
Chet has such ugly books. Listen to the
Yeah, Chet, you really got to step it up.
DJ Link's loving it.
A bunch of crap.
Thank you guys.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Just. My bad.
All right, so 4 books and then a couple miscellaneous, we'll call it. For brand new, like just this week. Had throw this in
David
here
Mack.
with this, but yeah,
Dude, that is so sick.
right. I mean, man, this
Beautiful.
was just so good. And
Yeah.
shout out to David Mack because he is very down to earth, like humble. You could talk to the guy, message him on Instagram, like he's he reacts to comments, talks to you, like all that stuff. I love. It's just so much extra coming from an artist. Like it's just so cool. So if you've never talked to him, it's easy to get in touch with him. So,
Cool.
but yeah, just love his style and
Yeah,
we
man.
finally got a storm one of that.
Tag him in a post and tell him how much you love his work. Like
He knows. I already tagged him. Yeah, he's all over.
Come on,
it. Yeah,
you already
you're right.
did that, Stu. Come on.
You're
bro.
right. So I want to shout out another local shop that I go to. I don't go to them as often, but I know the owner there and his family. They're great people. It's at A&S Comics in Teaneck, New Jersey. I had just stopped there right before we went live and everything, and I had picked up a couple books, some other things. So I wanted to show just some of the there's 3 books I bought from him there, and these are all they're $5, $2 or $5. One was a $3 book. We were talking about Jason Aaron before. Literally just bought this one. Still working on completing this entire run, and it's not big. Yeah. This portion before Jane takes over and everything else, I still don't have everything, but this is part of the God Bomb. This is part 4 of that. So I've been missing this one. This is issue number 10? Yeah, 10. So I think I might be missing like 3 or 4 left. And I've been trying to collect this since I've read
That's
it.
the God of Thunder series.
Yeah, this is Jason Aaron's. This
I
one
may
Jason
have
Aaron
a few doubles laying around of that, so I'll keep you in
go.
mind.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Go.
Oh, I'll let you know that 'cause there's like 3 or 4 I'm missing, and they're not the key ones. I have like
I have like
big
6
money
copies of 1 and like 2 and 3 copies of like 2 through 6 and 7.
Oh,
I
nice.
know I tried to complete that run myself, so I'll keep you in
yeah.
mind.
Such a great read for anybody who has not read this before, or any of Jason Aaron's Thor. Absolutely, do yourself a favor and read this. It is so good. This is one of the first series that I had like sat down and binged like the whole thing too. So I'll never forget.
That introduced us to Gore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And that
that's why I
artwork-
was like hyped for the movie. Like that was the one time where I had like higher expectations, and
Yeah.
so that kind of bit me. This is really cool. This is so you know you're showing some had some Avengers stuff up earlier. This is a artist, Wally Wood, he did a lot of the early Avengers stuff. This is Heroes Inc. I had never seen this before. They had it for a VG for $5. Shout out to Wally Wood.
Dude.
Yeah, man, just some cool
yeah.
history.
Doesn't look like a VG to me.
Wally Wood also did EC Comics back in the day.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
in the
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Wow.
So this was marked in
That art is
69.
giving him away.
Yeah, so this was marked in 69 there. But
That's
so
so
at this
cool,
point, I
dude.
think he was already doing some Avengers. I mean, yeah, Avengers was already a thing at that point. But Wally Wood stands out to me because my dad said that as I talked to my dad about this, like Wally Wood was somebody he looked up to, and was really inspired by a lot of Wally Wood's artwork. So for anyone who's not familiar with Wally Wood, I highly recommend just looking him up and just seeing some of the things he did, both Marvel and non-Marvel stuff. I never, like I said, never seen this cover. I'm not familiar with this title at all. It's not even an issue number that I see. So
that is a pretty book.
Yeah, right. It does. It presents really well too. I mean, it's got
Don't
a little
blame
bit of
Justin
magic.
now, boy. I'm gonna see this cover a few times on Instagram. I know it.
Yeah. Shout out Wally Wood though. Hell yeah.
Yes. The last book. I mean, especially because Chet's here. I got to.
He needs to stop.
I had to include some X-Men, some mutant stuff. So I had gotten this in a $3 bin, Chet. $3 bin. It's got the little red mark. You see the little red mark up top?
Yeah.
They had a whole, they
Yeah,
vendors that have like little ink that just represents a certain price. $3.
Oh, come on, Justin! Don't do that, man.
Now,
You can't.
Now
do that to
there
me.
is a catch.
Okay.
There's one thing about it, and this did not stop me. I will spend $3 every time for a book like this.
There's a chunk.
Yeah, that chunk is missing right there.
Okay.
The whole book.
It's a 40-year-old book
Through the whole book. Right. I'm taking this every time.
All day.
From the John Byrne and Dave Cockrum era. Absolutely. So
newsstand.
That too. Like
newsy.
I'm gonna buy it every time. So $3, especially just as a reader copy, as just being able to have it. I mean, I have the copy, but just having another one is
Damn, bro.
I'm not happy with my copy of that book. It's only a 9.0 signed 4 times.
No, it's only a 9.
Oh, God
so low,
forbid.
bro.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
that is garbage, man. Garbage.
You know how I feel about the later books being that low.
I want to upgrade to this. Do you want to upgrade? I'll trade you.
We'll talk.
At least you have a doorstop, dude.
Yeah, for $3, for $13,
Yes.
for $23.
Right, even $20. Yeah. So these are the books. I do have like a couple other things I want to show you guys.
Yeah, man.
Real quick.
You got Chet. You're following Chet. Come on, man.
So yeah.
You're doing a great job.
The floor is yours.
Yeah,
You're
thanks.
doing a great job, by the way. Yeah.
So a couple other things I've been dabbling with, not comic related, and you guys were really jabbing my boy Nick earlier. I'm just saying.
Girl Scout
You had to
cookies.
give it to him.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, hold on. Wait,
Get him out of here.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
If this had been an actual emergency, you would have heard from them.
I was so bummed. When Nick couldn't make it. Shout out to you, Nick. Love you, brother.
Oh yeah.
So the new set just came out. And I know Candace dabbles. She says she got him.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you, Candace.
She's happy.
She's
got
Disney diehard right there. Disney diehard.
Oh yeah.
So the new Lacana set just came out, Into the Inklands. I literally my first set of
dude, yeah, man.
I had not dabbled at all. But the other things that I have been, and this is another curveball on top of that curveball. It's bad. And shout out to Zap Comics, my main LCS.
I already see this, man.
Dude,
Justin means a slider. You don't throw a curve and then another curve.
You gotta do a slider.
What is this?
So this is So Scarlet and Violet Pokemon set, it's 151. They had come out with this 5 months ago.
Wow.
I grew up with Pokemon, and this is what I'm realizing. Everybody that I talk to in the comic book community, they talk about nostalgia. They talk about the books that they bought off the shelf back in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s, that they lived with, that they grew up with, that their parents bought them right off a spinner rack, on all these cool stories that I hear. I can't relate to that because I didn't collect back then. I didn't collect even in the 90s. I didn't collect comic books. For those who know my story, I didn't collect back then. I didn't pick it up till 6 years ago, comic book. So it's been new. I don't have the nostalgia feeling that everybody has, described to me. And I wish I did. So I never it never clicked, but I dabbled. I had seen some things. I'd come across my old collection. And that's where the feeling of nostalgia hit me, because I grew up with this. I grew up with Pokemon. I grew up with the original 151. Apparently, there's like over 800 Pokemon now that I don't know anything about, but I know the original 151. So this set that had come out, I thought was so cool. I looked it up. They have this crazy, if you're into artwork, which I know all of you are, crazy full art cards now that they have coming. It's like a new, it's like the modern day Pokemon card. And I've been doing my homework, research on all this stuff. And it's a little bit of a rabbit hole that I'm going down. And obviously I blame Fable, of course. Naturally,
I got all these fucking Pokemon in my house.
Right. This is all of Fable's problem. So anyways, this is hitting home for me. Nostalgia for me. I get it now. For anybody who's I've ever talked to about comics and not nostalgia, I get it now. Like, this is definitely. And one other thing I was going to show that was based off of this.
That's awesome, dude. First of all, that is fire.
I had found, this is my original. This was my little box that I had from back in the day, from the 90s.
This is awesome, dude. Hell yeah!
I found this in my parents' attic, and I brought it home with me. I just opened it up.
I don't know who drew that bat. I don't know who drew that bat though.
I don't either. Solid though, solid. But
it was like Captain Caveman's Club.
There you go. Oh my God, where did I even put it? I've been moving things around.
Look at Climate said, nice. Wow, your original short box. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, that is exactly it. I forgot I moved into my binder, but this is what I have now. So I found 2 Charizards in there.
Oh, nice.
For anybody who knows Pokemon, even if you don't know Pokemon, you know Charizard. That's the one. So I found 2 of those and a bunch of others.
Aren't those ones like mad dope?
At a high grade, they absolutely are. Yeah, and depending what it is, you need like a first edition and
I assume that those are all high grade just based on where they are.
Yeah, they are. They're not first edition. They're not shadow. I had some other ones. This is a shadowless one. Again, shadowless is like a literal shadow behind the box of the Pokemon card.
Okay, I got you.
Again, these are things I did not even know. I learned like more recently, but those are worth a lot of money. So this is some of this stuff. I probably have like $400 or $500 here just in the little box that I found. So, anyways, I just want to share a little bit of nostalgia and things that I've been going through recently. Just finding myself and.
Nice.
Dude, that was awesome. Hell yeah, bro.
Thanks, man. Thank you, guys.
I appreciate that. That was awesome. That's what I always like to see, because it gives us a little piece of you, right? Because we all have the comic books in common. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But not all of us are the Pokemon fans. So knowing that you a Pokemon fan, I was like, oh, that's cool. I know what to get Justin for Christmas.
There you go. I know. I mean, you're big on the action figures and things like that. So I thought that'd be a cool little change up.
Yeah, absolutely. That was awesome, guys. This was an amazing episode, man. I had such a good time hanging out with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And we still kind of made it under 2 hours, even though we're going to pass it 2 hours. We kind of made it. We were almost there. I like this. No, this was a great time, guys, man. You guys killed your blamings. I'm so jealous of all of you. I definitely blaming some of you tonight, for sure. Oh, but yeah, this was great. So yeah, before we get on out of here, and everybody in the chat. Oh my God, you guys in the chat. So awesome tonight. So many people joined us. Our numbers were up, by the 20s and almost through the whole show, man. Almost through those shows. It's so good to see. This is what I'm talking about. Friday nights, hanging out, Great time. So yeah, before we get out of here, what do you guys got going on? I'll start with the mayor of comics, which, by the way, Mayor,
Yeah.
we're on 4 years almost here with this mayor thing. I mean, are you going to rerun for office? Are we going for the governorship? I mean, I think you should go
Third party candidate.
Woo, some heavy questions. Heavy questions here at the end of the show.
Let everybody know what you got going on, Mayor.
Hiring
So-
an intern named Monica.
I just want to say, and I've said this before, but I really mean it, and I think about it anytime that this comes up again. Fable, you first of all, you're incredible. You are the man. You have deemed me the mayor. But with everything I see and everything I have seen and the things that you've done and the things you continue to do with the community, with the people, with the comics, with the hobby itself, with the passion that you have, you truly are the mayor, my friend. You are that guy. And I truly mean that. You have stayed connected. You've stayed connected with everybody. You go out of your way to make the efforts, everything. And I just appreciate that. And I appreciate that you are somebody who, even if we don't talk for a bit, you come right back and we pick it up right where we left off. You're the type of guy who doesn't hold grudges. You're the type of guy who accepts people for who they are. You're the type of guy who you're just genuine in all facets of life. So I just want to say thank you, man, for just you being you, man, on every level. And thanks for having me. This has been a long time coming. I know we had pushed stuff back. We've been trying to plan things, and I had a blast, man. I missed you too, man. I absolutely had a blast. And with all you guys being here, and the chat was on fire. And just appreciate everybody.
So many good friends, man. So many good friends today.
Yeah, I just wanted to take the time to say that, and if you need me, you guys know where to find me. So
come on,
station
we know,
to that, man.
I know that. That's one thing about you, Jess. I know, man. I always call you one of my great friends in this community. Anywhere I go.
Likewise.
So, thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate
Hey, back off. Find your own friend. He's mine.
Fight.
And go check out Justin and my brother John's Comics with Kids. Omni, X-Men. Hell yeah. Can't forget to plug that show right there. You'll find Chet there. You'll find Bobby Delgado there. You'll find me sometimes. And I'm going on the show in a week, man. I'll be on that show in a week. So.
We got two issues, We got two issues.
I
you
know.
better, you get
I got
your reading
my
in.
wait, hold on. I only got one.
He's like, wait a second.
Oh, man. Chet, my brother, where can the people catch my brother Chet-I Knight, man?
You know, I'm pretty scarce, even though I post on Instagram and everything. I've been thinking about doing some new things in regard to the comic community. Maybe a YouTube, maybe something to that effect where I can show off some books and get other people showing off theirs. I'll keep you and Justin posted because you guys know what you're doing.
Do it, Chet.
Other than that, thinking on the business side of things, I want to start getting into buying collections and I guess, cherry picking and then selling them off. So there's a couple of things going on in Chet-I's sight, so to speak. So we'll see. But other than that, anyone can find me on Instagram. You can find me chilling with Justin and John on Tuesday nights all the time. I'm always there. I don't miss X-Men anything. And Fable, I appreciate the encore of me being a guest on here. It's a lot of fun. These guys keep it fun. I guess Nick dodged a bullet tonight because I was going to hand him over the head. Every last one of you guys is unique in your own way. I mean, I dig that Stu's always tagging me for books, and Justin wakes up in the morning when he has to, I guess, take a leak, and he goes right to the computer and he tags me on his X-Men and stuff, and I'm like, damn, look, 5:45 a.m. I'm tagged, but no, tag is. I mean, I just know you guys. I mean, basically, I know you and Justin, but Tack and Stu and Brother Joe and everything, I'm getting to know them. Tack has a lot of meaningful stuff to say in terms of all the topics we bring up. Stu, like I said, he posts books all the time. I love it, man. The community thing is really vibing for me, and I'm glad.
I only surround myself with great people, right? I only do that. You can't somebody always told me, you stand next to a dummy, you a dummy.
Yeah.
Period. Right. So I only surround myself with people, and especially people who have different interests from me.
Yes.
Because I want to learn. I want to know what
Yes.
makes you tick. I want to know why this is cool to you. It might unlock something in my head that's cool to me. And guess what? There's a lot of amazing people in this community. So many. That's
think
no
the only
wonder I have so
flaw-
many friends.
The
You
only
know?
flaw out of any of you is that I think that you guys are just Star Wars fans. And
I like Star Trek too. I like Star Trek
oh, I'm
too.
sorry.
That's
That's what
fired.
that wasn't me.
Fire. Oh man.
No, on the real, love you guys, man.
Oh,
Station
yeah,
for
check.
all of you, and I mean that from the heart. You guys are great to be around. I like being able to share what I collect with you guys.
Oh yeah, we love
Well
seeing
said.
that, brother. It blows us
Thank
away every single time. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I can't blame you because I can't buy the shit, so I can't even blame you. Oh, but hell yeah, man. Tacky, my brother. I always love having Tack. I've been spoiled this last month. That Tack's been coming on almost every show. Tack, what do you got going on, brother?
I've been spoiled all these years, being able to be, in the back trunk of the backlog bros, and
What's that?
you know,
Wait, what is that? What is
they
that?
keeping me on reserve, and I get to watch everybody else go to the front and do the hard work, and I just chill in the back and be in the chat a little bit, but I'm glad to be able to step up here for you guys and be a part of this. This is a real joy for me. So I'm rounding out the end of my haul era on my channel. I got a few haul videos left. I'm hoping that I'm going to be doing, I have an idea for a new show that I'm going to try to shoot tonight, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it by tomorrow. So if there isn't a review of Static Shades of Dakota up on my channel tomorrow, then there'll be a haul video.
Nice.
And then you can look forward to that review in the future at some point.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I
everybody
focus on
go check out
goal
that.
orientated budget collecting. I don't show any books over $25 on my channel because we're in it to collect forever. We're not going to get
Right.
burnt out. We're not going to go and spend too much money.
Yeah.
We know exactly what we're doing. We're taking in consideration our budgets, our space, so we can do it forever. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I can't recommend Death by Dollar Bin enough, guys.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
out that show, and it'll lead you
Definitely
to
will.
a whole tacky rabbit hole. Believe me, trust me,
Yeah.
we've all been there. Oh
Oh,
man.
yeah.
My man Stu, who clocked in tonight, he did pull double duty. He's doing his job, Nick's job. He's presenting. He's doing it all, man. Commenting, checking out the chat. I saw you in the chat talking to the people at the same
Yeah,
time,
man.
my
We
brother.
had a
You
great
killed it tonight.
We had a
He
great show
killed
tonight.
it.
Oh yeah, it was a great show, dude. When you told me, we had Justin and Chet, I was so
he was
hyped.
excited. He was excited.
Your homies are coming over. Your mom
Yeah.
got pizza rolls and cherry Coke, and you're gonna watch Ghostbusters together. Like this was such
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking great night. Dude.
Hell
I
yeah.
had so much fun with you guys. Everybody had a fire blaming as usual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just thank you so much for including me. It's a highlight every Friday night. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I just have so much. I love getting off, around the middle of the afternoon, heading home, and knowing I got the show to look forward to. So I love my Friday nights.
Station. That's
Well
how
said.
you do
Well
it. That's
said.
how you end it off. Yeah, well, of course, you could join us here every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on the One Collection YouTube channel. Next week's guest will be Gary B, the casual comic guy, is going to come
Nice.
join us.
Nice.
He recently dropped a new book on Amazon called Need. Everybody in the community scooping it up.
Yeah.
Gary, I'm going to get it this week. I promise you, Gary, I get it this week. But yeah, everybody come tune in next week to check that out. Of course, check out all these fine gentlemen and all their channels and all that stuff that they got involved. Everybody in the chat, you guys are awesome. My brother John left us with a nice little thing here. He said, if you're stupid, surround yourself with smart people. If you're smart, surround yourself with smart people who disagree with you. And that's what I like to do. I really do like to do that. So thanks everybody for coming
John's
out.
show.
I'll be, yes. Yes, I'll be on the Omni X-Men this Tuesday, the 27th.
I love John.
I know.
Like, look, you fuckers, we have a show coming up.
Jason, plug it, damn it, plug it.
Before I leave, I also want to say thank you everybody who participates in hashtag Figgy Fridays every Friday. Hashtag Throw Your Sets Up Saturday is tomorrow. Get those sets ready, guys. Get those sets ready. Can't wait to see what you guys got going on. There's only one thing left to say. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Jason.
Where's my brand? Where's my brand?
The Peach Memo Go.